the 3 Marks of Lent, prayer, which is the second lesson under this theme. The text is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 17. Pray without ceasing. As noted in the previous Searchlight, Lent recalls the 40 days of God's fasting in the desert, which he undertook before entering into his public ministry, as recorded in Matthew chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. Like Moses, who fasted before receiving the tablets of the law in Exodus chapter 34, verse 28, and Elijah's fast before meeting the Lord on Mount Horeb in 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 8. Jesus too, through prayer and fasting, prepared himself for the mission that lay before him. The second mark of Lent is prayer. Prayer is essential to the everyday spiritual life of a Christian, but during Lent, when Christians are supposed to focus more on God, it becomes even more important to them. During Lent, many Christians focus on growing in prayer. They often commit to praying for a set of length of time each day, or meditating on prayers of a specific style. But while praying more sounds ideal in theory, many of us struggle to put it into practice. We may struggle to understand what prayer actually is, let alone know how to pray. So what is prayer and how can we grow in it? Not just during Lent, but throughout our lives. Prayer is the spiritual communication between man and God, a two-way relationship in which man should not only talk to God, but also listen to him. The Catechism of the Anglican Church describes it as giving our attention to God and the elevation of the mind and the heart to God in praise, in thanksgiving, and in petition for the spiritual and material goods we need. When prayer is understood in the broad sense of being in relationship with God and not just talking to God, it becomes possible to pray unceasingly. But what does this look like practically? How can we remain in a prayerful relationship with God in the midst of our busy schedules, lengthy to-do lists, and endless distractions? The answer to that question will be unique to each one of us, but thankfully we don't have to figure it out on our own. First, pray about it. Ask God how you can best grow in prayer, and let the Holy Spirit lead you.